chance to turn the tide and get back on course.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Davis and Ashik in the middle. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. And it's Holiday in at the 1. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with a road win.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold, the way that guy gets to the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Gordon. And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's Evans. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Harris misses. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Davis. Holiday's got his second bucket.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And here's Holiday. After Reggie Jackson was able to get the triple, Gordon kicks to Evans. And stolen by Harris. Omer Ashik with the rebound.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Holiday, here we go. Such a wide open look.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Drummond dishes to Harris. Morris trying to free himself up. Harris misses.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Morris. Johnson, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Caldwell Pope. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Meeks. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Anthony Davis. And the jam by Ajinça.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Shooting 2.
Detroit shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad. Here's a chance to take a look at the Pistons and how they rank in the NBA right now. Second in rebounding, second in second chance points. And they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do emphasize taking care of the ball.
And guys, you can't say enough about how well they've rebounded. So often, it's swung the possession battle in their favor, and that's really had a huge impact.
Here's Jackson, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Both free throws good from Jackson.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Dishes it to Ajinça. Cole, the pass to Anderson. Ajinça kicks to Cunningham. Deep 2 from Anderson. Ajinça dishes to Cunningham. It's stolen by Johnson. To the paint. Stolen by Anderson. And now the Pelicans on the break. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's Detroit. They lead by a bucket. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons.
Now we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Evans and Davis the forward tandem. And it's Ashik in the center position.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
The Pelican shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. That gives them the lead. Gordon's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Meeks passes to Morris. And Davis sends it back. They retain possession. Here's Holiday. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And it's 6 points for Drew Holiday. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Pistons have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And Morris drops them both. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers.
Here's Holiday. 6 points for him.
Make some noise, Detroit.
He dishes it to Davis. Pass to Gordon. Launches it. Offensive rebound. The feed to Usher. The drive by Gordon. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And Drummond kicks to Morris. Shoots from the block. A second chance effort. And it's Drummond missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. We'll take a look at the Warriors. And checking out Detroit, tied up with them. Pistons trailed by 4. This one for 3. Meeks can't hit.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Jody Meeks. Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Tolliver. Davis with some nice D.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans.
Pistons trailed by 6. It's Jackson with the drive. Here's Caldwell Pope. No good with the triple.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly.
This is missing. Point Pelican lead.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. New Orleans leading by 5. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Passes it to Cunningham. Rebound by the Pistons. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Pelicans lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
Pelicans ball.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Evans kicks to Holiday. Pelicans keep it alive, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. Detroit on D, trailing here by 8.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
3 turnovers in the quarter alone, a bad stretch, and they can't win this game without better play from him.
Evans dishes to Davis. This one for 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Pelicans ball.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Here's Holiday. Off the inbound, no good.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And, you know, a chance here to see where the Pelicans sit in the NBA statistically. 8th in three-point field goal percentage. 8th in fewest turnovers per game. And they're in the top half of the league in scoring as well. Not too shabby.
And they've also enjoyed a lot of success from beyond the arc. I mean, as you can see by that top 10 ranking and three-point percentage, that's a shot they should continue to feature in their offense.
That's an 8-second violation.
Jackson and Caldwell-Pope, the guards. Harris is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. And the Pelicans with the possession. It's been 8 unanswered points for them.
Pistons foul call.
Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
That's his first personal.
That free throw good from Holiday.
At the line for the Pistons, Drew Holiday.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Now Drummond. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. Second, the Pelicans.
They've been really pleased, Kevin, with their three-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
Left side, Davis. And the pass to Ashik. That's tipped, but they recover it. And Holiday kicks to Ashik. That one a little long.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for the Pistons. And a change for the Pelicans.
Pelicans ball.
Cole's checked in. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. You look at Cleveland, and of course Cleveland tied right now. And it's the Pelicans' ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Davis with it. Guarded now by Morris. Good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for New Orleans. And that one's good. Holiday's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Evans. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Evans has got 8 points.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Harris with it. Evans picks him up. Harris outside. The dish to Jackson. Morris a screen. Jackson gets the bucket. He's got 8.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Holiday goes in. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
A different look here for Detroit. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Johnson in for Tobias Harris. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashik. Anderson comes in for Davis. Cunningham, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Pondexter in for Eric Gordon. Johnson, that's for 2. And the shot no good, a bit short. On offense here are the Pelicans. They're on a 19-3 run.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one drops.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Holiday.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Tolliver with the bucket.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Cunningham. Off target from 3-point range. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Detroit making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And the Pelicans also making a change. Cole's checked in for Drew Holiday. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Anderson.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
Cunningham passes to Pondexter. Cole. And at the end of the third quarter, and we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Orleans leading by 22. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got Norris Cole. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Anderson. Then there's Quincy Pondexter, and it's Douglas in the two-guard spot. Johnson gets the bucket. Here's Cole. Feeds it to Ajinça.
And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works. They feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well.
And the Pistons making a change here. Harris is checked in. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Fires it up. Jackson misses. You know, Clark, losing teams, handling losing with an eye to the future. It's a slippery slope and a very tough situation, not only for teams, but the league to try to figure out and rule on.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Well said, and I'm not sure what the answer is. I kind of like where we are with the lottery system. But it's something to reevaluate. I don't think it needs to be tinkered with at this point, though.
Timeout for New Orleans.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Anderson with the ball. From deep. Here's Cole. Guarded by Jackson. Another shot. Offensive rebound. Here's Ajinça. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Harris.
First personal foul.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for New Orleans.
Alexis Ajinça.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
New Orleans making a switch here. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Anderson. Evans comes in for Quincy Pondexter. Gordon's checked in for Tony Douglas. And it's Drew Holiday in for Cole.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Caldwell Pope. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
It's been kind of a gradual occurrence, but I think it's clear that analytics are here to stay in the NBA. Every team now has at least some vesting into the analytics area. Some base a lot of their decisions on the number side of the game. Others have a more balanced approach.
Omer Ashley, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Analytics does have a strong place in the NBA, so it's been proven over the last decade. Some held out, but now, Greg, the results, the benefits of those numbers, it's hard to deny them.
A great point, Kevin. And with something new like that, there's always going to be a bit of resistance. There will always need to be a balance, I believe, and you need to use the numbers and your own eyes. They really do go hand in hand to kind of keep each other in check. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
It's Davis with the drive. Here's Hasek. Davis dishes to Hasek. Outside Holiday. Holiday with another miss. Detroit's getting some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Here's Jackson. Detroit, no good that time either.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
I think you'd have to be impressed with the total command they showed throughout the season series. I mean, winning this final game and pitching a 3-0 shutout for the year against the Pistons.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Anthony Davis. You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris. The shot misses. And New Orleans will come the other way. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Stolen by Gordon. And it's out of bounds. Last.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do. You know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know.
Playoff games of hoops on a Friday, you're locked into.
You know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles. And you have to combat those obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like you're playing a video game. You know what I mean? And then the prize is your sanity. Word.
Ha! Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it. Ha, 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 ha. Come on with it. With it. Come on with it. with it, with it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Come on with it.
Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
More levels, more devils. Diesel, airing out the stage like a Neville. Brother, leave you. Dot on your face for no good reason at all. We in a bad place. Ha, ha. Hip hop is separated by the nice and the nice not. Underground and I'm ice hot. What rap my age still keep the mic hot. Ha, ha. Couple hip hop butter beans. Big sluggers move with me, it's a gutter team. I love women who love, who know the boom from the back. OG still could fill a room when he rap. Mike Blessing in a recession is food giving back to occupy labels that move, didn't wax. Now here come Bumpy on a primo track to represent hip hop from where we go back. Crack.
Come on with it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Come on with it.
Cause you know what we got to do.
Come on with it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Come on with it.
Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
I let the beat keep breathing while I spit life to you heathens. You in the wrong place, to be real, reasons. I usually don't spit corny styles like that cause I'm too seasoned. How you sending links trying to get on, you stink. MCs don't give a what you think. Rapping if it's beef, I hit a brinks and put that kind of paper on your head to make a lot of blink. Now think, wouldn't you rather keep it music than to lose it all cause of music? I'm sure that's not how Bambaataa wanted us to use it. Now move it before I lose it. And I'm in it for the long haul. Bars, like lifers in a long haul. Bars.
And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. And here are the East All-Stars now. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the East All-Stars, they've got O'Neal. DeRozan out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Pierce. And it's Rodman in the power forward position. Here's Shaq. Can't get it to go. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Rodman sets a screen. Pass to O'Neal. This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. East All-Stars on defense. Garnett the pass to Harden. And he drops that one in.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
And a wide open look for Walker. No good from outside. The West All-Stars with the ball. Lillard. Walker with some nice D.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Now, here's Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
Here's DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.